ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वातिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। 32 श्लोक हो गया था हमारा। 32nd 33rd वाला पढ़ेंगे 116 पेज पे। भावैरसद्भिरेवायम् अद्वयेन च कल्पितः भावाप्यद्वयेनैव तस्माद्वयत शिवा। भावैरसद्भिरेवायम् अद्वयेन च कल्पितः भावाप्यद्वयेनैव तस्माद् अद्वयता शिवा तस्माद् अद्वयता शिवा। 32nd श्लोक में हमने देखा वी सॉ that all it is not created. What the Srishti? Neither it goes into dissolution, neither there is any Baddha, neither there is a seeker, nor there is a mumukshu, nor there is any liberation. So everything was negated by neti, neti, neti. So Shastra is going to remove all these vrittis, all the vrittis that have been told here, all the sukhadi vritti also. So the reasons that was given was Vaitathya asatvat. First reason was given on 111 page. Then it was given that everything is tatha manasatvat avisheshat dvaitasya. All the dvaita is seen in the mind. So that is not real because it is drishyatvam. Ato manovikalpana matram dvaitamiti siddham. And that is why everything, whatever dvait is there, and that dvait is all manovikalpana matram. Everything is a imagination of the mind only. And that is why it is not real. This is proved. Then now we come to 33rd shlok. Now this shlok is a bit complex shlok. 33rd shlok. This is a bit complex. Now let me tell you the meaning. First, bhavaihi asadbhi evam ayam advaina cha kalpita, page 116. Bhavaihi asadbhi. Asadbhi means not real. So that asadbhi bhavaihi. Asadbhi is the adjective of bhavaihi. We will see what does bhavaihi mean. All padarthas, all the vastu, whatever. So all the bhav that are what? That are asad, asad bhavaihi, bhavaihi, asad bhi bhavaihi, eva advayana atma, eva ayam. Ayam means here atma. Ayam. Ayam advayana, ayam atma, advayana atma, cha kalpitaha. It is imagined. It is imagined. So Atma is imagined. Atma is imagined. Atma ayam. Ayam is in nominative. Atma ayam Atma advayena kalpitaha. Atma is imagined. By what? Asadbhi bhavai. By that asadbhi bhavai. By all the asad padarthas. Okay. And second line. Bhavaha api advayena eva. There we have to write kalpitaha. Bhavaha. Bhava here again vastu. Api. Atma was already kalpit by the bhavaha. And what is this bhava kalpit? Bhava is also api advaina eva kalpitaha. There we have to add kalpitaha and full stop. Second line, bhavaha means vastu. Bhavaha means vastu, all the bhava, because api advaina eva. Advaina eva atma. Advaina eva kalpitaha. Tasmad Advaita Shiva. Therefore, the non-duality is the highest auspiciousness. Therefore, the non-duality is the highest auspiciousness. Tasmad Advaita, non-duality, is the highest auspiciousness. Okay. Now, let us first, what is the problem here? This is a bit complex stroke. Why did I say this? Because of this Advaina word in the first line. जो फर्स्ट लाइन में अद्वय वर्ड है ना, दिस वन, भाष्य does not have the meaning of this advaina word, and it is very well going in the second line. But how is atma being imagined by this asadbhi bhavahi? So here this meaning of this advaina is complex. In the second line, bhavaha api advayana eva kalpita, bhava are kalpit by that advay atma only. That is okay. But here the meaning of this is a bit complex. And for that, how can atma be kalpit now? How can atma is kalpit? For that, we have to go and see Anand Giriji. Anand Giriji on page 116 only. We will start from there. We'll go very slowly. Let us see what he is saying. So, second paragraph on page number 116. Anand Giriji. Yad uktam nirodhadi abhavasya parmarthata iti tat ayuktam. Whatever you said, this Purva Paksha is saying. Purva Paksha is saying that you said all the six. Six are absent. This is not right, ayuktam. Whatever you said in the last shlok, that Nirod, the creation, the Nirod, the Mukta, the Baddha, the Sadhak, the Mumukshu, all are not there. I don't agree. Tat ayuktam. Now, he's explaining why. Samanya Visheshatmakam Vastu. Any Vastu is with two things. It has got two things. What are they? Samanya and Vishesh. There are two things in any Vastu. If you take anything that has got something Samanya and that has got something Vishesh. Like if we take cow, Gau. If we take cow, the cowness is general, Samanya. Cowness is is going through all, Samanya. And there has to be something Vishesh. So the specific, that cow is Vishesh. Like human beingness, manliness, and man. So everything, every species or every vastu has got these two things. Something has to be common, Samanya, and Visheshatmakam Vastu. So he has defined any Vastu because now he is going to define this Bhavaihi. So Bhavaihi, now we are trying to analyze this first quarter. Bhavaihi Asadbhi Bhavaihi Eva. I am Atma. Advaina cha kalpita. How this Advaina cha kalpita is possible by this? So we are trying to describe this. So Samanya and Visheshatmakam Vastu. All whatever we see, all the Vastu have got these two things. Table, tableness and table. Furnitureness and furniture. Clothness and the cloth. So something is common in something, and there is one specific thing in that makes it different. Now next, Nana rasam iti matehe nirodhadehe susadhyatvad adit susadhyatva aditya shankyaha bhavair iti. So now here Nana rasam iti. Now please come to the 10th tippani. Now Nana rasam. Nana rasam means aneka vidham. So here actually Anand Giriji has written Tika on the Karika as well as on the Bhashyam for our understanding. आनंद गिरी जी ने दोनों पे लिखा हुआ, भाष्यम पे भी और इस पे भी. तो आनंद गिरी जी now for Nana Rasamiti, now this Tippani, Tika, Tippani is saying in many ways. Nana Aneka vidham, in many ways. In many ways, Nana Rasamiti Matehe Nirodhadehe Susadhyatvad. Susadhyatvadi itya Susadhyatvad iti ashankya aha. It is well conceived. What is well conceived? This whole bhavahi, this whole jagat, this whole vastu, everything. That is well conceived. So how can it be false? How is it false? Now it is telling us why this bhavahi are asadhi. Bhavaha vyavrittaha visheshaha. Next line. Bhavaha vyavrittaha. Vyavrittaha means which excludes. So therefore bhavaha vyavrittaha visheshaha. Bhava vyavrittaha visheshaha means one bhav is absent in the other. One thing is absent in the other. It is explaining more. Techa vyabhicharitvad asanta rajju sarpavat. Because they are vyabhichari means what? Sarpa is not there in rajju, rajju is not there in sarpa, table is not there in chair, chair is not there in chair, table. So one bhav is absent in the other bhav, like rajju sarpavat, like snake, and snake excludes the rope. So that is why I come to the first line again. Bhavaha vyavrittaha visheshaha. Please underline this. Please underline Samanya Visheshatmakam Vastu also and underline Bhava Vyavritta Vishesha also. We'll need all these things. So Bhavaha Vyavrittaha Visheshaha. So Bhava are what? Bhava means that excludes something other. So one is absent in the other. Watch is absent in the book is absent in the mobile is absent in the furniture, like that. So te cha व्यभिचारित्वात् asantah rajju sattvavat advayam. Now he's explaining advayam. So advayam anuvrittam samanyam. So advayena here on top. He's explaining that now. So what does advaya mean? Advaya means anuvritta. Anuvritta means samanyam. Anuvritta means that which goes, which pervades everything, which is going in all, and that is called the samanyam. So anything has got samanya and vishesh. Vishesh means what? Vishesh means when something is excluding the first from the other. And Samanya means what? That which is going through all. So these two things make any Vastu. Samanya and Vishesh. So here Advaina means what? That which is going through all. This is called here Advayam, which is going through all. So Advayam Anuvrittam Samanyam. That which is going through all. Now again. Visheshakarehi अवस्तुभूतैः सामान्य अकारेण च तादृशेनायम् अव्यावृत्तान् अनुगतपूर्ण सत्ताचित् एकतानः सत् आत्मैव मूढैः मोहमाहात्म्यात् कल्प्यते. So by मूढैः, by the foolish people, Moha Mahatma Kalpyate. They glorify it by their delusion only. Kalpyate. By the mood, by the foolish people. Foolish, they due to the glory of their delusion, they imagine like that. What are they imagining? Visheshakarehi Vastubhutehi. Now, Visheshakarehi means what? Visheshakarehi means on top we have to take. That are asat. Because one is absent in the other. Please be careful with these words. You have to be a little bit subtle. Visheshakare means what? Something is Vishesh. Why? Because one is excluding the other. That is why Visheshakarehi Vastubhutehi. That is why it is Asat. Why? Because it is excluding the other. It is not going through all. It is excluding. One thing is not in the other. That is why Visheshakarehi Avastubhutehi. That is why it is Avastubhutehi. Which are not object, and what? Samanya karena. Now samanya karena means what? Samanya karena means this samanya, which is going through all. That samanya karena cha tadrishena I am avyavritta. By that atma, avyavritta, anugata. That atma, that is not vishesh. That atma, that is not vishesh, which is not vishesh, because it is samanya, because it is going through all. That is why not vishesh. Avyavrittanu anugata purna satta chit ekatanatah. It is purna, it is satta, it is chit, it is ekatan. All these three words are given. Because it is going through all. That is why it is satta also, it has chitta also, and it is ekatana also. San, atma eva. By that atma only, it is kalpit. It is kalpit. This atma is kalpyate by visheshakarehi. By visheshakarehi vastubhutehi. Ananugat means what? Which does not go in all. Ananugat. Got the word? Ananugat. That which does not go in all. And avyavritta. Avyavritta means what? That is not vishesh. That atma, that is not vishesh, because that is going through all. That atma which is purna satta. Purna satta, purna chitta, and ekatanatah. All these three words. It is purna also, it has got satta also, it has got chitta also, it has got ekatanta also. So in reality, it is neither samanya nor Vishesh. In reality, it is neither Samanya nor Vishesh. Sat Atma eva mudhaihi moha mahatmyat kalpyate. It is only by the delusion that these foolish people, they imagine this self. Na vastutah samanya vishesha bhavo asti. In reality, this Atma is neither Samanya nor Vishesh. Samanya, Vishesha, Bhavaha, na asti. Now we have to bring down. So, Vastutaha, Samanya, Vishesha, Bhavaha, na asti. That there is no Vishesh and there is no Samanya Bhava. Paraspara, Ashratvat ityartha. Because why? Because everything here is interdependent on each other. Mitha siddha. One is dependent on the other thing. And that is why they are not the param satta. It cannot be param. What is it defining? This bhavahi asadbhihi. So this bhavahi asadbhihi eva ayam advayena cha kalpitah atma. So atma is imagined by this bhavahi asadbhi eva ayam atma. So this vastu, any vastu is what? Any vastu has got these two things. What is it? Samanya and Visheshatmakam vastu. I'm going back again. Samanya and Visheshatmakam vastu. And all these things, Nana Rasamiti Mate, all these things are what? Nana, it has got Samanya thing and it has got Vishesh. Samanya means what? That which goes in all. And the Vishesh means what? Vyavritta, which is not included in another. That means one is absent in the other. Visheshakare vastubhutehi samanya karinena cha tadrushena ayam avyavrittan anugata purna sattachit ekatana sat atmaiva moodhaihi moha mahatmyat kalpyate. So these foolish people, they think these asati bhavahi vastu real, but actually it is not real. Samanya karena advaina and tadrushena ayamatma. This is not neither Vishesh nor it is Samanya. It is not Vishesh nor Samanya, but it is Purna Satta. It is Purna Chitta. It is Ekatanaha. And therefore, na vastutah Samanya Vishesha Bhava Asti. In that Vishesh, neither Samanya nor Vishesh is present in reality in that Vastu. Because another reason has been given, Parasparam, Ashratva, they are dependent on each other. Now, next, Visheshanam asatve, katham satvena vyavharaha syat iti ashankya satta tadatmena kalpitatvat tesham satvena vyavharopapatti ityah. Now again, then there is another question that if it is not real, then how is this vyavhara syat? How this vyavhar is possible? Because in vyavhar we see everything real and then only we do vyavhar. Katham satvena vyavhara syat iti ashankyaha. So how is it possible? This is possible due to sansargadhyas. Syat iti ashankya satta tadatmena. See, this word means sansargadhyas. Sansargadhyas means what? Sansargadhyas means this one thing is in our mind and other thing is outside. So the outside mithya conjoins or associates with the mithya in the mind. The snake is where? The snake is in the mind. The snake in the mind associates with the rope outside. With the rope outside. That outside rope is also false. So now what happens? The sansarg becomes the sansargadhyas, and now ayam rajjuhu becomes iyam rajju becomes ayam sarpa. Idam sarpa. This rajju becomes a sarpa now. How? By sansargadhyas. It was, where was it? The snake was in the mind. The snake was in the mind and it has started seeing on the rope. And now that rope has become the serp. This is what happens in reality also. Because in reality, there is no vastu. Because here only we saw samanya and visheshatmakam vastu. So neither it is the samanya thing nor it is vishesh also there. So this is the answer of how do you do vyavhar then in the world where everything you see it as unreal. You see everything unreal, you won't be able to do the vyavhar. So here, this is what is meant. That the sansargadhyas happens. Yat sattva damrishaiva bhati sakalam rajva yathahir brahmaha. Isn't it there in Dakshinamurti? So similarly here, it is in Ramcharitmanas, I think. Ramcharitmanas Mangalacharan also. So similarly here also this thing happens. What is happening? The reality is given by the Atma, the existence on that. Something imaginary is put and superimposed and seen. In this way, everything this sansargadhyas happens by this sat aspect of Atma only. Now let us see this last line again. Visheshanam asatve katham satvena vyavhara syat. This is the question. That if the Visheshanam means the Samanya and the Vishesh both, if both of them are false, asatve, katham satvena vyavhara, then how can we do vyavhara? How is it possible? How is action possible? Ashankya, satta tadatmena, by association of sat aspect. Satta tadatmena, by the association of the sat aspect. Kalpitatvat, which is imagined. Tesham satvena vyavahar opapatti ityaha. Imagined aspect of that bhav, that imagined aspect of that bhav. Satvena vyavaharopapatti ityaha. Vyavahar is possible by this sat aspect of that Atma. Okay, now let us come to the next page here. Anugata satta karena kalpitaha sattva vyavahara bhavanti iti sheshaha. Now what is happening? Because of this satta, anugata satta karena, which is in all object, thisness, which we call isness, that which is going through all the objects, satta karena kalpitaha, because of that, sat sattva vyavharaha bhavanti iti sheshaha. Because of that only, all the vyavhar is happening, only because of that. Because that sat aspect is underlining every object in the outside world also. Samanya vishesha bhavasya. Samanya means that advait bhav that is going through all thisness or isness. Samanya and vishesh bhavasya kalpitatvat akhandaika rasatve vastunah siddhehe sati. Then we have to add sati. Because both are kalpit. Which one both? Advay and bhav. Samanya and vishesh both are kalpit. Bhavasya kalpitatvat. Akhandaika rasatve vastunah siddhe sati. Only one Atma is true. This being proved, this has been proved, Vastuna Siddhe Sati, Nirodha Dehe, Dussadhanatvam Uchitam iti Phalitam Aha. They are non-attainable, though they are perceptible. They cannot be attained because there is nothing to attain here. Because it is false. What will you attain? You cannot quench the waking state thirst by the dream state water. It's not possible. So here also it is saying that all these things are unreal. That is why though they are perceptible, but still they are not attainable. So see again, Samanya Vishesha Bhavasya Kalpitatvat. Because these are both kalpit, Akhandaika Rasatve Vasuna Siddhe, because there is one underlying reality, the truth, the substratum, that is going through all that has been proved. Nirodha dehe dusadhanatvam uchitamiti. They are non-attainable. Dusadhanatvam uchitamiti phalitam ahaha. Now tasmaditi. Now tasmad. Now the next line is being proved. Okay. So till here it is fine. Now we shall go to the Bhashyam. Let us start the Bhashyam on page 170, and later on again we will come to Anand Giriji on this page only. So I hope this has been cleared by why it was saying Bhavahi asadvihi eva ayam advainaja kalpitaha. Because this advai, this is the one substratum, the common thing, because any vastu is made up of two things, the saman and the vishesh. And it cannot be true by it is said kalpit here because They are both interdependent on each other. That is why Mitha Siddha, and that is why it is saying Kalpita. And second line, Bhava Hapi Advaineva Kalpitaha. All these Padartha are also, that is very simple for us to understand. The first line was a bit difficult and challenging. So Bhavaha, all the Vastu also, because it is Drishya, because it is changing. So it is also Api Advaineva Kalpitaha. Now, last line, Tasmat Advaita Shiva. This we will see later on. First, we will go to the Bhashyam. Let us see what Bhagwan Bhashikar is telling us. It will be easy because we have already seen the Bhashyam. Sorry, Anand Giriji. Tika. Purva Shlokartha se hetum ahaha. The cause of the last shlok. Why? The cause of the last shlok means all the six are all imagined. Nirod, Utpatti, Baddha, Sadhak, Mumukshu, and Mukta. All six are imagined. So this is the reason. The cause of the last shlok is this shlok. Yatha Rajwam Asadbihi, as on the rope. As on the rope, Rajwam Asadbhi Sarpadharadibihi. All Sarpadhara Adibihi, snake and water streak and the everything, garland, whatever is being seen on this, on that, for Bhavehi, Asadbhi Bhavehi, Sarpadharadibihi, Advayena cha Rajju Dravyena Sata Ayam Sarpaha Yam Dhara Dandoyam Itiva Rajju Dravyameva Kalpyate. Full stop. There we have to put a full stop. Now he is saying that like on the rope, various things are being imagined. Sarpadharadibhi Advayena. Advayena means what? Samanyena. Samanya. This is the Samanya thing. The Advay that is going through all. And cha, here cha means to differentiate between Asabhibhai and Advayena. This is important. When he is writing here cha means both are different. Which both are different? Advay, Advayena, Samanya this thing, and Asadhi Bhavaihi. Both are different. So he is saying here that Samanya cha, Advayena cha, Rajju, Dravyena, Sata, Ayam Sarpaha. Now that has become the Rajju has become, Yam Rajju has become Ayam Sarpaha, Yam Dhara, Ayam Dandaha, Ayam Itiva. The same rope is appearing as different things. Rajju, Dravyam Eva Kalpyate. It is appearing. Full stop. Evam, now he is giving the dashrant. Evam, pranadibihi, pranadibihi. Now, all those 34 things, if you remember. Which was that shlok? 19th. No, 29. All the 24 things? 19th. 19th to 19th to 29th. All the 34 bhav. Remember? So here evam, similarly, pranadibihi, all the pranadibi 34 bhav, ananta, anantaihi, asadbhihi ev, avidyamanaha, na parmarthatah. There we have to add te atma eva kalpyate. That is all. They are all imagined at the atma only. Similarly, ananta bhavahi, ananta bhav, pranadibihi, anantaihi, all various. We are not talking about only 34. What all the anant bhave in the form of pran, etc., which are all imagined on that atma, are all false. Avidyamanaha na parmarthatah. They are not there. They are all false only. Parmarthatah na te atma eva kalpyate. They are all imagined by the atma only. Na ya aprachalite manasi kaschit bhava upalakshayito shakyate kenachit. When mind is not moving, there is no bhav possible. Nahi aprachalite manasi. Aprachalite means non-moving. When the mind is not moving, kaschit bhava upalakshayitum shakyate kenachit. Then at that time there is no bhava. We cannot see anything. Remember, this had come earlier also. See on page 112. Tatha manasa, I had made you underline also. Tatha manasatvat avisheshat dvaitasya nahi niyate manasi sushupte va dvaitam griyate. Ataha mano vikalpana matram dvaitam iti siddham. One, two, three, fourth line. Third and fourth line. Hmm? So this is also important. So here it is saying that when the mind is not moving, so there is no object, there is no scene outside, there is no duality. So all the duality is what? Spandan. So all the duality is prachalitam. So all, if there is a prachalitam manasi, there is, if it is not moving, then there is no bhava. Kaschit bhava upalakshaitam shakyate kenachit. Na cha atmanaha prachalanam asti. And in self, there is no movement. In the atma, na cha atmanaha, that atma, the prachalanam asti, there is no movement. Prachalitasya eva upalabhyamanaha bhavaha, comma, na parmathatha santah kalpaitum shakyaha. It is saying that the prachalitasya eva, or that mind which is moving, prachalitasya eva manasaha, upalabhyamanaha, of that mind, upalabhyamanaha bhavaha, of that mind, of that objects. The objects belong to whom? The objects belong to the mind, not to the Atma. Na parmartatah santah. Kalpaitum shakya. All are kalpit only. See, whatever our objects are that we are perceiving, everything has disappeared now. Because it is what? It is all kalpana matram only. It is kalpana due to the mind that is moving. If the mind is not moving, there is no object outside also. So that is why kalpaitum shakyaha. Okay. Ataha. Now we will come to Anand Giriji for this explanation. Shakyaha. After Shakyaha, we will come to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Fifth line. Samsrishta Rupena. 117 page. Got? 117 page. Fifth line. Samsrishta Rupena. Kalpitatve api. Sarupena. Anaropitatvat. Rajju dravyasya. Vyavaharika satyatvam unneyam. Because of this sansargadhyas that we have already seen, sansrishta rupena means sansargadhyas. Sansrishta rupena means sansargadhyas because one is associating with the other. Sansrishta rupena. Kalpitatve api. Sarupena. Anaropitatva. The substratum, it is not moving. The substratum is not mixed. The substratum cannot mix. But still, we feel it is real. We feel it is real and we do vyavhar. Vyavharika satyatvam unnayam. And therefore we do vyavhar because it is getting mixed. Sansarga is being happening. Avidyamanahi, by those things which are not there, absent. Things are absent, it is not there. Avidyamanahi ayam atma kalpyate na parmarthatah tesham sattvam sheshaha. By which are the things that are not there, all those things, 34 things. All the 34 things from 19th to 29th Shlok. The 34 things avidyamane kalpite, this Atma is imagined as various things. They are all unreal. Parmarthatah tesham sattvam iti sheshaha. They are not real, but still they are all imagined by that Atma only. Katham pranadinam parmarthatah asatvam iti ashakyanvaya vyatirekabhyam tesham manaspanditam matratva pratite mrishatvam swapnavad ityaha. How these 34 bhava are not real? How are they not real? Katham pranadina parmatha sattvam iti ashankya. How are they not real? When mind is there, object is there. When mind is not there, the object is not there. Anvay vyatirekabhyam. This is said by this. Anvay and vyatirek. When we do anvay and vyatirek, when this is there, that is there. When this is not there, that is not there. Anvay vyatirekabhyam tesha manaspandita matratva pratitehe mrishatvam. Therefore, we prove the mrishatva of those objects because it is proved by the mind. The mind is not, because it is dependent on the existence of the mind. The mind is not there, that object is also not there. Like what? Swapnavad ityaha, like in the dream. Like in the dream. So, like in the dream, everything is false. What was there? What was the object there? Everything was my mind only. The mind is not there, then we will go into deep sleep. And there will be no dream. Similarly, here also, because the mind is there, the waking objects are there, all the bhavahi are there. Otherwise, it is not there. Okay. Now, here on top, it was said, na cha atmana prachalanam asti. Let us try to see what Anand Giriji is saying about this. Na cha atmana prachalanam asti. On the 1, 2, 3, fourth line of Bhashyam. Na cha atmana prachalanam asti. So here we come to the next line, next word in the Anand Giri. Atma parinamatvat. Did you get? Atma parinamatvat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eighth line of Anand Giriji. Atma parinamatvat manah chalanam antarenapi pranadi bhavanam parmatata sattvam iti ashankyah. How there is no movement in the cell? How is it possible that there is no movement in the cell? If somebody asks us like that, nahi vibhoho atmanoho nabhovat chalanam vastavam avakalpate. He's saying all pervading. Vibho means that is all pervading. Manaha, that mind, that which is all pervading. Nabhavat. Chalanam vastavam akalpyate. Can't have any modification. Like the sky does not have any modification. Nacha tad abhave niravayavasya niravayavasya parinama asambhavanetyatah. Of that Atma which is partless, it cannot modify. If the sky only is not modifying, the cause of that sky is the Atma. How can it modify? Because it is partless. When modification happens only when something is with a part. So therefore, pranadina atma parinamatvat asambhave phalitam aha. Therefore, pranadi, etc., all the 34 are not modification of atma, but modification of mind only. They are pranadina atma parinamatvat asambhave phalitam ityaha. Because atma cannot modify. It is not modification of atma. That atma is imagining something and atma has created something. It is only the imagination of the mind. Mind is only imagining everything and everything has happened like that. So this was na cha atmana prachalanam asti iti. Okay, now let us move ahead. So now after Shakyaha, last line, Atha. Now this is Nigaman, concluding. Nigaman. What is it saying? Atah asadbhi eva pranadibihi bhavaihi advaina cha parmartha parmartha satatmana rajjuvat sarva vikalpaspad bhutena ayam swayam eva atma kalpitah. It is saying that Ataha, now Nigaman is telling us, Ataha, therefore, Asadbhir eva means all the pranadibhi bhavahi, all 34. All the 34 Asadbhir eva pranadibhi bhavahi advaina cha, both are kalpit, advaina cha parmartha satatmana. This Atma alone is imagined as bhavahi also, and Samanya and Vishesh also, all those things. And the first line of the Mool mantra, Bhavaihi Asadbihi and Advaina. So all those Samanya and Vishesh also Bhavaihi, all are imagined. This Atma alone is imagined as all these. And I am Swayam Eva Atma Kalpitaha. Sat Ek. Now this from here, the second line. Sad Eka Swabhava Api. Sun. That is only one only. It has got no other thing. Sat ek swabhava api san. Te cha pranadi bhavaha. Te means pranadi bhavaha. Te is equal to pranadi bhavaha. Api advaineva satam atmana vikalpitaha. By that same atma they are imagined. Same atma. By that same atma, everything is being imagined. Means Imagine means what here? Imagine means giving satta. It becomes as if real. It has become real. Hmm. So here it is saying this is the second line. Bhavaha api advaineva tasmat dvaita shiva. So vikalpitaha. Nahi niraspata kachit kalpanopalabhyate. There is no any imaginary thing cannot be without a substratum. Nahi niraspata kachit kalpana upalabhyate. Without any substratum, it cannot be there. Ataha. Now nigaman of the whole shlok. निगमन अतः सर्वकल्पनास्पदत्वात् स्वेन आत्मना अद्वयस्य अव्यभिचारात् कल्पनावस्थायाम् अपि अद्वैता शिवा. Therefore, all these things because sarva kalpanas, but because this atma is a substratum of everything. Everything has got the substratum of atma only. So therefore, it is Shiva. It is Advai and it is Shiva. Shiva means auspicious. It is auspicious. Auspicious why? Because there is nothing to get mixed there. It is not with any part. Shiva. Kalpana eva to Ashivaha. Whatever is imagined, that only can be Ashiv. Ashiv means inauspicious. Rajju Sarpadivat Trasadi Karinyo Hitaha. Rajju Sarpadivat, it is problematic, it generates all the problems. Ashivaha, anything Ashiv will only generate all problems and it will be cause for our troubles also. Karinyahi Taha, all because they are culprit. Advaita, Advaita Abhayatah Saiva Shiva. Saiva Shiva. So Advaita alone is Abhayata. Only because there is Advai, that is Abhayata and that is only Shiva, that is only auspiciousness. And that is why here it is said, the last quarter of 33rd Shlok, that Tasmat Dvaita Shiva. Tasmat Advaita, sorry. Tasmat Advaita Shiva. Advaita is Shiva only, auspiciousness only. Because there is nothing that can be mixed there, or that can be the cause of our trouble there, that can be unreal there, and that is why it is Shiva also. Okay, now let us come to the 34th Shlok. We'll read it. Natma bhavena nanedam na svenapi kathanchana na prathang kinchita iti tattvavido viduho. Natma bhavena nanedam na svenapi kathanchana na prathang kinchita iti tattvavido viduho. Iti tattvavido viduho. Now, this is saying that nana idam. Second word is nana idam. Idam nana. Nana means duality, all the various things. So this duality, nana idam, na atma bhavena. Nana idam, na atma bhavena. Means what? By the identification with the self, we don't see the duality. Because the duality, the existence of the duality is questionable here. Because in the last shlok, it was said that this duality cannot exist. So that is why the question arose. See, we should know the flow of the whole text. How is it going ahead? Because the 34 bhava, they were all negated. Then the question came that then this creation, how is it there? We can see everything. So the 6 things were negated. Nirodh and the creation and Baddha, Mukta, everything. Then it was said that if it is kalpit, if it is seen, how is it seen? Then it was said that it is kalpit in the 33rd shlok. It was said it is kalpit. Now in the 34th shlok, it is telling us that how it is seen. Because it is seen. So its existence is questionable again. Then how is it seen? Let me tell you. So there are 4 points given in this. In 4 quarters, 4 points have been given. So first it is saying this nana, this is not due to the identification with the Atma. Don't think that it has identified with the Atma and that is why it has come to existence. It's not like that. So nanatma bhavena nana idam na. It is not like that. Then how is it? Is it that it has got its own existence? Svenapi na kathanchana. It is not that it is independently saying also by itself, I mean to say. It is not that it is existing by itself also. So duality is not there. They are removing the existence of the duality. Third quarter says, third point, na prithak na aprithak kinchit. That means what? They are not mutually different also. That na prithak na prithak. Cha iti tattva vidah vidu. Okay, now here aprithak means what? They are not one also. They are not one also. They are not mutually separate, different also. They are not existing on their own also. And neither they are existing due to that Atma also. Identified with that. My God, all the four options they have removed. So how is it possible? So let us come to again the Anand Giriji only. Let us start from here. Kim cha, kim idam nana bhutam, dvaitam, atmata, atma tadatmena va siddhyati swatantena va iti vivektavyam. Did you get it? On page 118, second paragraph. Second paragraph. So it is saying kim cha kimidam nana bhutam. So he's saying all this nana bhuta means all these dvait, all the dvait that is seen. Dvaitam atma tadatmena. Is it due to is it due to atma tadatmena? Is it due to the identification with the atma? Va or identity siddhyati va swatantrena va iti. Or is it that it is independent? Is it that it is independent of of anything? Independently, it is existing by the vivektavyam. Vivektavyam means what? One should discriminate. Which dhatu? Vivektavyam. Ah, Vivektavyam. No, adya ityaha. First one, adya. First one, adya, is not possible. No, adya ityaha. First one is not possible. This pratigya has been done, and now they are proving that. See how nicely, logically they move ahead. So na atma bhavena iti. Now they are describing the first one. Anand Giriji is describing the first pratigya vakya, that is saying that it is not atma bhavena. First quarter. Idam hi nana bhutam dvaitam na atma tadatmena seddhum arhati. So this is the pratigya vakya, that this duality cannot be proved by the identification with the self. This duality is not possible with the identification with Atma. Seddhum arhati. Nor it cannot be proved like that. Now, hetu. Hetu is given after pratigya. We come to the hetu. What is the hetu? Jad ajadayoho viruddha swabhavayoho tadatmya ayogat. So how can Jad and Chetan, Jad and Ajada Yoho, how can Jad and Chetan identify? Totally, because one is Jad, the objects are Jad, and Atma is sentient. So Jad and Chetan, they cannot both associate with each other because both are from the different realms of reality. So how can Jad and Chetan identify? As Swabhavayoho, Viruddha Swabhavayoho, as both are of Viruddha Swabhav, as both do not have anything in common. Light and darkness, they cannot exist together. Poison and nectar, they cannot exist together. Similarly, here also, these two things cannot exist together. Viruddha Swabhavayoho, Tadatmya, Ayogat. And therefore, the Tadatmya cannot happen, that you are saying that because of the identification with the Atma of the Jad Vastu, therefore they both came together or duality got existence. So this is not possible. Bhed adi shunyatma tadatme cha dvaitasya nanatva asiddhehe ityartha. Atma bhed adi shunyatma. Because Atma does not have any bhed. Bhed means what? The three bhedas. Three bhedas. Swajatiya, Vijatiya, and Swagat. All these three Bheda are not there. तो भेदादि शून्य आत्म तादात्म्ये च द्वैतस्य नानात्व असिद्धेति अर्थः. Then when there is no bhed, how can they associate with each other? It's not possible. Because only with parts, if it has got swagat bhed and all, then only it can associate with anything which does not have any bhed. How can it associate one which does not have parts? It's not possible that it will identify to anything. Dvitiyam, Dvitiyam Dushayati Na Sveneti. Now in this second quarter also, Na Svenapi Kathanchana. In this second quarter also, there is fault. In the second quarter also, Dushayati. This is, there is fault. Fault. In the second quarter also. How? Svena Satta Pratitayoho Anyan Apekshata Lakshana Swatantrenapi Nedam Dvaitam Seddhum Parayati. What is it saying? We will see this tomorrow again. Svena Satta. Now this anything, two things are there in anything that is existing. Satta and Pratiti. So Satta Pratityoho. So one is Satta, existence, and one is existence of the object, and other is Pratiti. So object is inert, but the capacity to show itself is due to the Chetan, anything. What is the definition of Jad? Jad does not know itself, neither it can know others. It does not have Swata Pravritti also. So it cannot know itself. But the Chetan can know. Chetan can know, and Chetan has the capacity to make itself known also. Similarly, here also in the inert, there is something called the object has the capacity to make itself known. That is called pratiti. So that pratiti, from where is it getting? Question lies here. So he is saying here that object is inert. Satta pratitayoho anyan apekshata. The words are so closely knit. Lakshana swatantenapi na idam dvaitam seddhum parayati. So one object, so we have seen in Dridusha Vivek also, Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Rupam, Nama, Chaitanya, Panchakam. So there, Asti, Bhati and Priyam. These three are of the Atma. And Nam and Rupa are belonging to the world. Inert. So the Astitva, the Bhatitva, here they are talking about this Bhatitva. So Pratiti, so object does not have its own existence because it is Jad. Therefore, it does not have, neither it has got consciousness also. It does not have anything. But if duality has its own consciousness, what will happen? If duality, it won't go. अगर वो सत हो जाता है, if it becomes sat, it won't go. It will be always there. And that is why it is what satta pratityoho anyan apekshata lakshana swatantrenapi nedam dvaitam seddhum pareti. So here, if any object is there, that object is due to what? That object is due to that this three things, asti, bhati, and priyam. All these things have been taken from the sat, the atma only. It is the Naam and Roop have been taken from the world. So duality is not because of the identification with the self. The Svenapi Katanchana, it is not that it is independently there, but it has taken the dharma qualities of the Atma only and it is putting on its own. So these are not possible from the angle of the Atma, but seen. So it is Mithya. It is not actually there. Anything, any object is not there. So we have seen till here. From the next page, we will see it tomorrow. So tomorrow, let me see what time we will have class, but I think we will prefer it in the morning only. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।